Good friends of ours from Ontario, Canada that we had worked with and went to university with and Calvin College with. They had worked a number of years in Ontario in Christian schools, and they moved to Indonesia to SPH, and they taught here for 1 year, and they moved here with 3 daughters, and they encouraged us to consider applying here because they just loved the vision of the school, they loved the opportunities for their children and for their family, and they thought that we would be a good fit. So Michael and I prayed about it for about a year, and despite the fact that we really enjoyed living and working in Ontario, Canada, we felt like God was preparing our hearts to move overseas. Because of that, we felt at peace moving here.
We felt a lot of support from SPH, arranging all of the immigration documents. We went to the consulate in Toronto, but all of the paperwork was taken care of. We were met at the airport, and they brought us right to campus and brought us to our home, and everything was set up in the house so we could really feel that we could just move in.
The school also arranges support families or host families to work with the new families and to support them when they come. So we had another family with 2 other children, and they had us over for dinner multiple times and would make sure that our fridge was well stocked when we first came, and they would be checking in with us to see how we were doing. When we moved here, our eldest daughter was going into grade 5, so she was 10, and then our middle daughter was going into grade 2, and our youngest daughter was going into K3, so into kindergarten. So we felt that that was an excellent age for us to transition our family from Ontario to Indonesia, because our children were older, they were out of diapers, even though lots of families come with young children. But for us, we just thought that was a great age for them to experience a new education system and to experience a new culture and to be able to really experience fully the new opportunity that our family was experiencing. Our girls began school, and they had already visited the campus multiple times before school started, so they already had seen their classroom, they saw the playground, they saw the swimming pool, and they swam in the swimming pool a few weeks before school started, so it felt normal or familiar to them. And it really helped our daughter, who began grade 5, because her homeroom teacher was Canadian, from Ontario. We didn't know her, but the fact that she was Canadian, that also kind of had a natural bridge for our daughter. And the national teacher was also very welcoming. She was used to working with expat kids, as all national teachers are, so they know the initial reservations or fears that children have starting.
After our 2-year contract, we are given a return flight back to our home country, and every year that gets renewed, our contract, so then every summer we can fly back to Toronto. We also have health benefits, so health insurance if we have to go to receive some medical treatment, that's covered through our health insurance plan. Our taxes are also paid for by the school, so our salary that we get is our salary. So that's good to see our paycheck doesn't decrease because of the taxes that we have to pay. A major benefit for our family also having children, and Christian education is something that's very important for us, but the school covers the tuition costs for our children, so we know that they're receiving a very good Christian education.
So SPH is a really great community to be a part of because there's a large expat community, but there's also the community within the school, friendship with teachers and with other students, and you really get to join this community through extracurriculars and different trips that you can go on. So you can join sports teams or clubs, student councils, there's mission trips, sports trips, and all of that sort of culminates so that you get to be a member of the SPH community.
It's nice living in an area that's so close to where all my friends live, because we can always hang out during the weekends and meet up and have some fun.
is that you're so close, so you can bike to school. So it's easy access, just to bike or to walk, and to go swim at the pool with your friends on a weekend.
So we've had opportunity to work in different capacities since we've been here in Indonesia. One of the things that we've really valued is that our organization has schools across Indonesia. So Janessa and I have both been to schools, for example, in Papua, teaching teachers, so leading professional development in Papua, some in the interior schools. That's been a real blessing for us. So we really have a sense that we're part of a wider mission. So we love and value the work that we do in our school, and that's central for what we do. But we also really see the mission and vision of the organization stretching all across Indonesia. So that's been a real blessing for us to be able to serve and bring Christian education specifically to different parts of the country.
And then also we have the International Teachers College, and Mike and I are working with 2 students, being a host family for them. So we can also support the work that UPH College is doing in bringing students from, our students are from China. So we've just really enjoyed getting to know them, and they just love the fact that they have a family that they can call on and have dinner with and share birthdays with. So there's lots of opportunity to serve beyond our school, and it's a blessing for us as well. Our children also get an opportunity to move beyond our school to serve as well. They go on mission service learning projects. Our eldest daughter also went with Michael to Papua, and that was just a real eye-opening experience for her. So she went to one of the interior schools, and while Michael was leading professional development, she and another friend from school were playing with the children and teaching them English and playing games, and she just really valued that opportunity. And she also went on the Hope Medical Mission trip, so there's not just opportunities for parents, but also for our teenage children and our junior school age children as well, just more locally. Our children are all involved in the sports program at school, so on weekends we actually are often at the gym or at the soccer field cheering on our children along with some of the other families, and that's just a nice social outing, usually on Saturday mornings. Saturday afternoons we enjoy going to the school pool or friends' pools, or just making meal at home together. On Sunday mornings we go to a local church here, so it's really great that we don't have to drive too far, and we are really fed biblically with the sermons there, and then we also enjoy after church often going out to lunch with other families or singles.
So she does the ironing, a lot of the cooking and the cleaning, which has been a real blessing for us. So when we do get home after a busy day, the dinner is ready, so we can spend more time with our children. And that really opens up the weekends as well, because we don't have to spend a lot of time doing laundry and cleaning, because the house is always cleaning and spotless.
We both work full time, so for us, we really want to prioritize just family time on the weekend. We also know families where one parent stays at home and looks after a young family, and they might decide not to have a helper at all. So it really looks different for every family, and also for the singles, sometimes they'll have help or not. It's up to them. And we also just see the benefit that we can be to our helper's family too, because often she's just really blessed that she can then have money to pay for her own children's schooling. So I think it's mutually beneficial.